Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. Let's get started. We are still waiting on investigators to know what sparked an apartment fire in Spokane Valley yesterday morning. That fire injured 2 people and burned through 6 apartments. Tonight, our Nicole Hernandez talked with one of the people now left without a place to live.
So more than a dozen people are out of their homes after this fire. The woman I talked to, whose apartment also burned in this, says funny enough, her son actually just went through fire safety training last week in school.
Look how it just like melted, like it was just like liquid.
Lindsay Green's apartment, one of 6.
I'm so glad there was no one in these too, you know.
6 apartments destroyed in Monday morning's fire.
So my apartment is the top left one with the roof exposed and stuff falling in the corner.
Sometimes laughing is all you can do.
Yeah, it was bad.
In a situation this bad.
I poked my head out and the entire left wall was completely engulfed in flames, just completely. So when I felt the heat, I grabbed him and we ran out the door.
Lindsay and her son left everything behind.
As I look, I could see that I don't even have a ceiling. So yeah, we're not gonna have anything, I'm sure.
Left without their things and without a home.
When you just want to go home, you don't really kind of know where to go. And we don't feel like we're being taken care of properly by the owners of the property.
Lindsay says she heard her neighbor ask when they'd get to go home.
They said, "You're never going back home. You're not going home." So I don't know, it was not something you say to somebody who just was uplifted from their home.
She says they need understanding as they look for new homes.
Uncertainty. I don't know where I'm gonna go.
For today, though, Lindsay's positive attitude is shining through.
Today, at least, I'm not crying and I've got a smile on, trying to stay positive. I've got healthy kids and everybody's okay, so.
Lindsay says the apartment managers have offered to let them move into other apartments here in the complex. I reached out to the apartment owners, have not heard back from them. I also reached out to the Spokane Valley Fire Department to ask for an update about the 2 people who were hurt in this fire and have not heard from them either. In Spokane Valley, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
The Latah Valley area could see yet another building moratorium, the second one in the last few years, and it's all thanks to the upcoming wildfire season. According to next Monday's City Council agenda, the proposed ordinance would establish a 1-year moratorium on subdivision applications for unplatted property in the Latah, Hangman, and Grandview neighborhoods. City documents show one of the reasons behind the proposal is a lack of fire protection resources.
In that time, develop a plan, get your funding, define your plan, get things started. 6 years down the road, we might get a fire department is not good enough.
The proposed ordinance is set to be read at next Monday's City Council meeting. Wildfire season is quickly approaching, and for a look back at preparations across the state, weather conditions, and even last year's coverage of some of the biggest fires, just head to KREM 2+. It is free to download right now on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. Well, on that note, it has been a warm week across the inland Northwest, with some areas hitting temperatures in the upper 80s. Let's get straight to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo for more on what's in store for the rest of the week. Jeremy?
Well, Mark, when it comes to the next few days, we really go through it. A bit of everything, but once again, it's everything except the rain. Our temperatures stay pretty mild in this hour. 66 degrees is quite warm for this late at night. But hear me out on this one. As we move through the night, it doesn't look like we cool all that much despite a lack of cloud cover. We'll stay pretty mild all day tomorrow, and then as we move into Thursday, we eventually start to see a shift in the weather pattern. That shift in the weather pattern comes with wind. 78 tomorrow under mostly sunny skies with a calm wind. 77 Thursday, but wind picks up in the afternoon. That ushers in a new air mass. A few isolated showers Friday and a high in the low 60s, a far cry from where we started the week. And those forecast models keep that cooler weather present right through the weekend and even into early next week. We'll take a deeper dive into that and why it is coming up in the full forecast.
All right, we'll talk to you then, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Well, you may remember this video. Spokane police released it last year, showing the arrest of Mitchell Chandler on skis. This was 24 hours after police say he killed an in-home nurse in Spokane. Today, a judge found Chandler unfit to stand trial. Court documents show he is now in the custody of the Department of Social and Health Services. The case has been temporarily dismissed while Chandler is evaluated further. The 18-year-old accused of planning attacks on Coeur d'Alene churches on behalf of ISIS won't stand trial for at least a year. That's according to our news partners over at the Coeur d'Alene Press. Alexander Mercurio was arrested by federal authorities in April for allegedly planning to beat people with metal pipes, slit their throat with knives, and start fires inside local churches. A jury trial was set to begin this month, but a chief U.S. district judge ordered it to be moved to May of 2025. And now to our night beat with a quick look at the day's top stories. A Riverside Elementary School paraeducator is now facing federal charges after being arrested over the weekend accused of child sex crimes. Federal prosecutors charged 28-year-old Dallas Schuler with receipt of child pornography. According to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, detectives received information about an alleged child sex abuse video. Court documents show that Schuler was screen recording an inappropriate video on Snapchat and also received 14 other videos in that same time frame. Detectives say he was identified when his face appeared in one of the screen-recorded videos. And just into our newsroom, the Moses Lake School Board voted to place the superintendent, Monty Sabin, on administrative leave. That's according to the Columbia Basin Herald. This comes as 100 teachers are facing potential layoffs because of a massive accounting error in the Moses Lake School District. The district says $20 million is missing from the budget, part of which is from an accounting error that made the district think it had $11 million more than it actually did. The district blames the rest of it on 2 failed levies, inflation, and a reduction in regional and state assistance. The man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students was expected in court twice this week. Now, both of those hearings have been canceled. Brian Koberger's defense team was originally supposed to ask the court to move the trial out of Latah County, claiming they cannot get an impartial jury. His next hearing is now set for May 23rd. And that was your night beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. It is Boomtown Week here on KREM 2, and tomorrow we look at how the city of Spokane is updating its response to growing reports of illegal camping.
Homelessness is not just a downtown thing, it actually is occurring citywide. So in an effort to be more responsive to the volume of encampments throughout the entire city, we split our homeless outreach team into 2 teams.
Spokane's homeless outreach team is splitting up and spreading out. One team will respond to reports in the downtown core. The other team will handle reports in Spokane neighborhoods. So tomorrow at 6 on KREM 2 News, Amanda Rowley shares how this new structure tripled the number of cases the team now responds to. Cattails Wildlife Center has hopes to expand and relocate from its current North Spokane County location. The center worked with a graduate student on a concept design for a new facility with a footprint of up to 20 acres, 5 times bigger than its current site. That concept design includes a larger scaled entrance for visitors, a cafe and a gift shop, as well as an on-site clinic.
Everything we do, everything that we teach is for how to do the best we can for the animals that are in our care. And so if we could do that with a bigger, better facility with more options for that, and then make it more guest friendly as well.
But she stresses this is just an idea right now. They still need funding and community support to make that dream come true. Tonight, the Justice Department says Boeing violated a settlement that let the company avoid criminal prosecution. This was after 2 deadly crashes of its 737 MAX aircraft. The Justice Department says Boeing failed to make changes to preventing it from violating antitrust laws. Now Boeing could be prosecuted for any federal criminal violations that the U.S. knows about. But it is not known tonight if the government actually will. And new tonight, King County passed a new proposed increase for the minimum wage for unincorporated parts of the county. It would bring the minimum wage to $20.29 an hour, $4 higher than the state minimum wage. That increase comes with inflation now hitting its highest rate in a year. Price hikes have continued to weigh on businesses and halt plans to cut interest rates. The Consumer Price Index for April will be released tomorrow, and it's expected to offer an in-depth read on the state of inflation. And that was your KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where you get more news in less